Greetings, I'm Michael DeSanto and the host of this edition of Champion Chats. We dive into proven success stories from around the fluid analysis industry. Today we're joined by Brad Remley from Archrock, which is the leading provider in natural gas compression services. Welcome, Brad.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on Champion Chats. I've had a chance to talk with some of my colleagues about Archrock and some of the programs and efforts that you're doing with fluid analysis. Can you talk about how Archrock's focus on fluid analysis has evolved over the years?
So it started out with an initial business case in the evolution of the lubricants that we used. Early on, lubricants did not contain the additives, did not have the long life that they do today. So in order to unlock that value and truly get the longest drain interval possible, we implemented a sampling program. Initially, the sampling program was just to handle the when do you change it, until you started to realize that the value that the reports that Horizon would provide that would unlock where the rare metals would be, where there could be a potential diagnostic issue that you could go chase based off of that fluid analysis. So it really boils down to, over time, it was a business case that just continued to evolve, and we've been able to unlock the value in the lubricant, the work that they've done, and then also avoid the HSE side of things. Draining lubricants and adding lubricants takes time. Time equals downtime, and subsequently, by utilizing Horizon, we've been able to increase uptime.
When you think about talking about building a business case and unlocking the potential and really doing that, it requires a lot of trust. Can you talk about how you built trust in your organization around fluid analysis?
We built trust by showing that it works. That it adds value to everybody's day. Initially, it was just to ensure compliance with the federal government, but at the end of the day, when it starts to really give you diagnostic information and prevents failures, reduces call-outs, and improves uptime, it's a win-win for everybody.
Based on some of that information that you just shared, Brad, can you talk about how your team is executing compliance and how they test equipment?
So we have a little help from the federal government with quasi expectations, but nevertheless, we go a step further. So for everything greater than 500 horsepower, we sample twice during a PM interval, one at 45 days and the other at the PM interval. Obviously, based off of the results of those samples, Horizon tells us when things are not NESHAP compliant, which again keeps us out of trouble with the federal government and also keeps us maintaining our equipment.
One of the things that we often hear Archrock believing in is our time is your uptime. How has fluid analysis helped Archrock achieve a better equipment uptime?
Well, let's be honest. When you have a catastrophic failure, that takes a tremendous amount of time to repair. Not only is the customer losing tremendous amounts of revenue because I'm not moving their product, I'm at the mercy of my vendors when it comes to having a catastrophic failure and needing parts and things. So anything that we can do to prevent the catastrophic failure, to prevent the call out and that disruption in service to our customers, man, you've got to do it. Uptime is everything, and it's frankly it's why our customers choose Archrock.
You shared a lot of great information today, Brad. Can you share perhaps one specific recommendation on what you might recommend for other maintenance professionals to how they better manage a successful fluid analysis program?
Sell it to the organization at all levels. Make sure that there's a training program implemented where the guys that really make the decisions in the field understand the information that the sample is telling. I mean, it will give you wear metals. It will give you exact wear metals that are occurring, oxidation, acid, things like that. Those all tell you where to go look, but way on the front end, as opposed to the panel telling you have a shutdown, or God forbid you having a catastrophic failure. So training at all levels is everything, and letting the guys know that we'll back you up based off of this sample. It's not just a byproduct now of a good quality sampling program. The byproduct is NESHAP compliance. The actual intent is preventative maintenance and making sure that there's not a catastrophic failure.
Brad, you've shared a lot of great information today. You talked about the importance of fighting off catastrophic failures, utilizing information from fluid analysis reports, how you tie all that together, how you build trust in the organization, how you make sure you utilize this information to make strategic business decisions. That is really stuff that comes from a champion. So thank you for joining us on Champion Chats today, Brad.
Appreciate being here.
Yeah, great insights, great champion talks right there. And for all of you, thank you for viewing Champion Chats today. And to learn more about how we help companies save more equipment and increase their uptime, please visit us at PolarisLabs.com. See you soon.